Alright, good afternoon everyone, my name is Sinky and today we are back on Mahjong Soul for some Throne Room Hanchan as always. So what happened yesterday? I only played 3 games because I wasn't feeling all too great, a bit tired, so I got a first, a second and then a 4th place. That last fourth place was absolutely crushing. I was holding my ground with a good second place. I was with a positive score. Toyman was on the verge of dying with only 900 points. I think I was down at third at this point, but Toyman ended up getting 2 Ipatsumo almost in a row. It wasn't in a row, but like his 2 wins were in a row, I think. Like those 2 hands of his were like at South 1 and then South 2 was Ryukoku and then South 3 he got another one. And he ended up getting all the way back to 28,000 and I got last with 6,000 points in the end, so really crushing. But in the end we still got merely negative 15 points out of the whole session, so not that harsh an outcome. Not such a harsh outcome as I feared it would be, but we're still trying to do a little better today. Okay, we are the enchanted for a 4-5-6 Sanshoku. Yes, I could raise the volume a little bit. I would say to put on a couple of super slot playlists because I have fallen in love with this artist for like the past couple of weeks. I've stumbled upon it by complete chance during one of my morning shifts, like I will have during the next week, starting tomorrow actually. And like I needed some kind of cool, calming music, and then I saw something called Dreamcore. I played it, it was incredible, and then I stumbled upon something called Breakcore, and it was basically it. And it's a kind of, well, it's a very vague, well, it seems to be a vague genre as a whole, but the subgenre that is represented by Super Slot is just really, like, it's beautiful, I love it. Yep, so this is what we will be listening to today. Hope you guys are fine with that. What we have here is well, we are Ishanten for Noyaku, unfortunately. Okay, maybe I could try and go for Tanyo now. Toemen is the Oya, and I have a mere... Okay, now I have a pair of safe tiles. I was about to browse my hand for safe tiles, but I do have one... Well, I do have 2 pairs actually. The Ampin is safe too. So this is what we are going to drop here for now. Could have gotten an Anko, but it would have required me to drop dangerous tiles, so I'm not too mad with that. Tempa again. But I'm still not feeling too happy with that, because I will drop either the Sabroman and both of them are dangerous. I'm going to drop the pair now. Trying to rebuild a pair with the Nobetan in spite of being Fury 10. Yeah, Toyman got moved before anyway. And it's a Mangan or more. Rizumo, Tanyao Ipe, Aka. So a bear Mangan with Suchipin as his weight. Nobetan weight. I did have the Supin in my hand that was dangerous. I could have thrown it to take the Tempai at some point, I think, had I not folded. But at least the Sabroman was safe in my hand. But I still wasn't about to drop it. Anyway. So now it should be live. Just a bare minute ago. Maybe. Okay, now it is live. Okay. But you know what is, you know what isn't live anymore? Toyman. Toyman seems to have disconnected. And he seems to have reconnected. Okay. Now we will have a decent game. I'm not too fond of people disconnecting. I mean, that's like... disconnections happen. That's not a problem in itself. That's more like rage quitting. Like disconnecting and not reconnecting ever again. This is quite annoying and troublesome because it will change the nature of the game greatly and not in a way that it is like interesting or profitable. Okay. We could be heading towards a nice 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. Okay, we have a Ryamen, we have a Kanchan, and we have another Kanchan that is one of the tiles. I mean, that's the key Kanchan for Sanshoku here. Ryankan wouldn't be too helpful here in my opinion, so I'm going to drop the Uso right away. Sanzo isn't helpful either. I still need a pair actually. So I'm still Dianchanten. Ah, Kaminsha dropped Dora and called Dichi. Gonna call it to at least take Ipatsu away from him. Plus I could have Sanshoku Dora Dora. What the hell? Okay, Champon and Itoasuchi. Dichi Pats Aka. What a vicious wait, and my Uman Tanki would have been almost impossible to win. So I'm really glad he did not take Tenpai here. I might have dealt into Kamicha instead. Okay. I mean, I had no chance to take the Tenpai, but I'm glad I wasn't presented with a chance to take the Tenpai. So what do we have here? Shimocha called on the first turn. That's very curious. I have a nice Dora Dora... Well, it's Dianchanten for Chitoi. It's actually Dianchanten for normal hand as well, but it's not a great shape anyway. So for now, skipping my turn even, and he dropped a full pair of Sozu, which means he's definitely heading towards a Manzu Honitsu. And it's a very quick Manzu Honitsu at that. That's going to be very annoying because I want to try and win this hand that is already Dianchanten. But I don't want to deal into Shimocha. But there is no way. There is no way he's Tenpai. He only drew once. And he Tsumogiri this tile. Pon! We could get to Tenpai. Shimocha will do nothing but Tsumogiri all non-Manzu tiles, I think, or Jihai tiles. It could be Chanta too. Okay, he Tsumogiri the Manzu without thinking twice, so maybe it's not so much the Honitsu as it is a Chanta, but it could be a Hatsutanki, which means I might be in trouble now. Okay, it's not Hatsutanki at least. Oh, I got it Tsumo. What is it? Yeah, just... yeah. as expected, just a Honitsu Yaku Yaku. So 2000 3900s plus 2 counters, meaning there is now a great gap between the 2 first places and the 2 last places. Well, actually the gap is pretty pretty equivalent between each player. Like there is a 9,000 point gap between me and Kamicha, a 10,000 point gap between me and Shimocha, and a 12,000 point gap between Shimocha and Toyman. So yeah. Okay, the Enchanted, we have 1 Dora. If we could draw the Sanzo, that would be great. I would guarantee, this would guarantee Pinfu, or Chiman is fine too actually. I'll keep it. Okay, we have a nice summon 2-sided weight. This could be helpful to ensure Taiyao and to increase my chances to get Pinfu. What I could try to do, okay, this is a bit of a shame. What I could try to do is open my hand to at least prevent Kamicha from going on a rampage as Oya, because it would mean that I would take the last place if he gets a strong hand. And for now, my point losses have been all due to opponent's Tsumo. So it's definitely a bit of a shame. But I can see all 4 Dora and one of the 3 red 5s, so the hands are not going to be very strong. Toyman has called twice and hasn't dropped a single Pinzu. I'll Chi here, try to take the Tenpai at some point. Wouldn't have drawn anything useful anyway. Come on to Chiso. Saman is fine too, and no thanks. Okay, Ishanten for Sanchoku 2. Chanta. Okay, so it's not a Honitsu, but it could be a Chanta. Ton Chanta with Nodora could be just 2,000 points or 26. Or just Ganchan. Yes, it was just Tonomi in the end. No Chanta at all. I did read this Diankan weight pretty neatly, but I thought I could also be mistaken, and with the hand I was building, dealing into 1,000 point hand wasn't too much of a trouble. Plus it ends Kamicha's deal turn, which is what I wanted to go for anyway with my cheap hand. So minus 1,000 plus 2,000 points doesn't really change much. We'll consider the job done for now. I will try to build a strong hand here, or at least some kind of hand to at least grab those points back, and hopefully more. So we do not have that terrible a shape, but we only have a 3-sided weight here and a Kanchan and Penchan, which isn't too great. Not too great. Ooh, that's pretty nice. We drew one of our single weights, meaning we are now Ryanshanten with still 1 Kanchan, but a 3-sided weight and a singular middle tile. That could be rendered helpful if I were to draw another tile near it, but we drew a Dora, however. Toyman called pawn it. I feared this might happen, so I kept it for now, but now it's useless, so I'm going to drop it now before it becomes more dangerous than it already is. 2 calls from Toyman. Lots of Manzu once again. Could be Chanta too. And it was. Holy shit. I didn't actually think he would be Tenpai for Chanta already. Plus it was no Betan. No, Katagari, sorry. Gee, that's real bad. How do they actually manage to build their hands so quickly? I wonder. Didn't actually think he would go for such a dangerous weight, but I was wrong. I should have considered this a possibility. Which I did actually, but I Didn't prevent myself from dropping it. I thought it was still, I was still in time to drop it. You know, as we say, better sooner than later. Better drop a dangerous tile before it becomes dangerous, but it was already in fact dangerous, and this is what is really difficult to estimate and judge during a Mahjong game. Like, the moment when a tile becomes dangerous. Plus I was Oya with a promising hand too. Yes, so quite an unlucky start. But we are now Ishanten for Dora Dora hand. With the Penchan and Kanchan, so not a great shape. We'll probably call Dichi as soon as we get Tenpai. Just to increase the pressure at the table, but it's not going to... Yeah, Toyman called Dichi first. Toyman has had nothing but fast hands up until now, that's depressing. Now I do have a couple of safe tiles, but it's not a hand I want to tear apart, but I won't have much of a choice, I fear. Plus the Papin is actually dangerous. Iso is safe thanks to Kamicha. Kyuso is safe thanks to Toyman. Chiso is safe thanks to Kamicha and the Suji. That's frustrating. Facing such quick hands. Okay, Dora-san, but the Papin is still as dangerous. There is no way I can turn this hand into Toi Toi anyway. So I'll have to do something about that by drawing nearby Pinzu if I want to get Tenpai. Or I could call them. We're not too far from Ryukoku anyway. Chun is 100% safe. Sha is 100% safe. Shiro is 100% safe. I mean, it was 99%. Only Shimocha could have loaned on it. And no Tenpai here, unfortunately. Oh, he dealt in. Dich Chitoi Zanni. Not a very expensive hand. So I really was the only one to deal into such a powerful hand. Okay, Kamicha did too, actually. Nan Ikkyoku, south round, first round. We have a pair of Nan, which is, well, it would allow us to go for a quick hand, but once again, I do not need quick hands, but rather strong hands. Speed might allow me to finally land a hit on someone, but that's about it. Shiro Toitsu. We could go for Yaku Yaku Dora. Could be strong enough to go for an open hand now. We might land on another Dora on our way to Tenpai maybe. Or draw tiles that could allow us to get another Dora. So Pon, Pon, or Chi, and then Lon or something. I don't know. I do not know. Okay, a tile that's near Dora. Maybe it's not a good idea to keep it, but I might. Okay, Pon. I'll do it like this for now. I'm more happy with keeping this shape that can listen to many pin styles like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7 actually, but I wouldn't be happy with that. Rather than this Liancon that is going to be more troublesome than anything. But here I am in Tempai, so I'm gonna drop the Lian pin and take the Tempai as is. So it's 3900s. If I Tsumo, that becomes 52. Now we can only wish to draw the red 5. Could have gone for a tanky weight with that pawn, but not too happy with 3 calls. Best would be to draw it myself, of course. Or to go with that. It's been discarded just 1 turn ago, so it might work now. Might. Emphasis on might. It's not actually a good weight, but it might work. There's only 1 of each left. Okay, now this. Ha, come on, Toyman-san. Ha, Jesus Christ. I keep getting all the hits. And it was the last. It was a 1 chance too. Holy shit. How unlucky can I be? It would be bad to start with last place. I need to recover somehow. Also, Toyman has been doing nothing but open hands, almost. Well, he got 1 Chitoi, and then I don't remember. But I think most of his hands were opened, which makes it even more frustrating. Those weak open hands. Yet somehow strong enough to create a 40,000 point lead. Of course, I had to draw this tile instead. Ay 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 ay.
Boom.
I can't draw a single useful tile. Okay. I still need to draw something that's near the Dora if I want to make use of it. Not a lot of tiles left, however. Yeah, I'll have to call Lychee here if I want to. But I'm not too happy with that. And the Dora does seem dangerous. I'm going to go for Pinfu instead. I mean, I could call Lychee, take the Champon weight. But I might deal into a hand that could kill me. Okay, this wasn't safe. I need to be careful. This wasn't safe at all. Then again, it was in Toyman's hand instead. Can I go for Dichi here? So late. I mean, he passes Sumo could be Mangan. Not calling Dichi would have been... I would have had no way to win other than getting Sumo, but I don't think they will drop a Dora anyway. They could fold, however, which could be a good enough result. No, he passes Sumo, unfortunately. I draw another Sha, which is quite interesting. I drew both weights that I had to... I mean, from the Tempai I had to ignore to keep the Dora. Gonna cancel my Haite, I think. Yes, he does do that. But will I Sumo in spite of this? Or call count the Kuman maybe? That would be quite funny. Nothing at all. No Hote, I think. But a 3-way Tempai with Kamicha waiting on the low pin, Toyman waiting on the chi pin after changing his hand. It's not a good way to... I mean, doesn't matter much. I don't know what kind of hand he had before. I called Lich anyway. So he could have had a weight that was waiting on my... a hand that was waiting on my Dora. What a troublesome Hanchan for now. Fourth pair.
Chi.
Chito could be a way to grab a few points back. Not going to be very expensive though. Then Tanpin maybe. We have lots of middle tiles, but yeah, I guess I can do this. Come on, Chiso. Ah, too bad. Should I postpone the Tempai? I think I will. My weight is too bad. I need to draw another Sozu if possible. Uso would be perfect. There is only... Ha. It's not a good Tempai either. There are many ways to get Pinfu now, but... I don't know. Oh, I got Sumo. Holy shit. Would have gotten Ipatsu Sumo here. With only so few tiles remaining, this was unexpected again. Well, I managed to grab my Debo back plus 2 Honba and managed to put an end to Toyman's Hanchan. But still. Still not a very interesting hand to win here. And we're still deep in trouble. At only 10,800 points. Okay, we have a two Ryankan and a Ryanman. There may be a way to get Pinfu. If we could draw the Rose Sword, it could be even better. Ah, this. That's probably one of the worst draws ever, but I'm going to drop the Ryanpin because it allows me to pursue a 2-3-4 Sanchoku, even though it's quite far. Still quite far. Ha! Come on. I keep drawing the same tiles, but I'm not interested in pairs. I could have gone for Chitoi actually, in spite of having only one pair at a time. I'm drawing nothing but odd, even tiles. But I need odd tiles here, the 3, the 5, the 1, the 3, the 5. Yet I keep drawing the wrong tiles. That's really curious. Yet again. What the hell is going on? So I don't think I will win this round now. It seems a bit hopeless now. Yeah, yet again. No, I'm not interested. I'm not even interested in that. Okay, finally, Jesus Christ. Took 8 turns to finally draw one of my Kanchan. I haven't dropped a single Sozu though, so if I make a good Manzu weight here, it could definitely work. There's only 2 Sunman left, however. And that's my key tile for Sanchoku. Tomen called Dichi. I need... It's not safe. But it could work. I don't think he's waiting on Jihai tiles here. Only one of them. Okay, this is safe. But I believe I will have to fall here instead. It's a bit of a shame because had I been given like 25,000 more turns, I would have been able to create a good hand. Oh, he got loaned. And that's a strong hand. Okay, that's good news. Dichi Dora Ura Ura. That's a Mangan. Now Kamicha is falling down to 2,000 points with no remaining Oya turns, which means I'm going to be his primary target. And being the next Oya, he's going to aim for Tsumo wins. I'm going to have to be careful here. Yet, do I have ways to be careful? That's the big question here. My starting hand is awful. I have 2 Dora, but it's going to be difficult to use both of them actually. Could go for 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku, but then again, it's not an easy hand to aim for currently. Ah shit, I wanted to drop the Haku first. Too bad. Yeah, I don't want to open my hand that early. Like, I know I will have to at some point. I know it all too well. But I don't want it to be so soon. Kamicha is on the... Oh, Dora-san. That's huge now. Maybe I can give up Sanshoku. No, it's still useful. I could drop this instead. Can still go Chi, Chi, and Chi if I'm really lucky. Oh, okay, it came. We're going to have to drop this, I think. That's the one tile that's a bit like that's the less useful tile in my hand currently. Ah, no thanks. It's a bit too late for that. Would have been glad to keep all of the Sozu and toss the Manzu aside, but it's a bit too late for this. And now Kamicha is going for Manzu, so I need to be careful too. I would like to draw the Roman to go for Tenpai, but I'm still unclear if I will be able to do that. Ha, come on. Okay, that's a good draw. I can do... It's going to be risky, but I'm gonna do this. Okay, that's a pawn. Hoping for Chiman to work in the next turn. Okay. And now the Nan should be safe, unless it's a Nan Jikoku Tanki, in which case I will be screwed regardless. And then I'm going to pray for the Samenchan. Or Sanshoku Dora-san is fine too, to be honest. Okay, we got Sanshoku guaranteed. Now we just need to wait for the Sampin. Come on, Sampin, my favorite tile. And if I win, I'm back at second place. Sampin. Tomen-san, you have plenty of points. You do not need that many points. You could throw 11,000. Oh, come on, Shimocha-san. Pinzu Monomi, holy shit. Such a weak hand. Well, at least Kamicha did not win. That's a relief. Because a Mangan here would have hurt. But I did have a strong hand too. That's annoying. Well, I'll have to be content with a third place, it would seem. And I will actually have to defend it. My starting hand is once again horrible. Wow, that's quite a lot of viewers, it would seem. Didn't actually expect that many to join, but we are Sunday after all. And we're actually early in the day, so maybe there are a few Japanese viewers out there. I'm wondering. Wow, my draws are awful. I cannot draw a single useful tile. Could have gone for Kokushimso even. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, Saint-Chantin would have been. But now that the draws have been changed, drawing order has been changed, it's no use to try and track what would have been my how close or far I would have been from Tenpai. Okay, I did draw Hatsu Anko, but it's no use because I can't draw a single middle tile. I've been drawing nothing but Yaochu High until now.
Pong.
Shimocha seems to be going for Pinzu Honitsu, but he dropped 2 middle Pinzu very early. So it's actually curious. He probably has 1 Yakuhai or a 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku. That's the only thing I could think of, and it could be Ton, it could be Haku, and that's it. So still not actually a lot of choices to go for a Yakuhai or to go for any sort of winning hand. Like this is safe, this is going to be safe against him and Kamicha, so that's pretty safe. Even if I don't hit Toyman's Mount Gun, that's fine. Okay, finally Ishanten. Both Sunpin and Lowpin are dangerous though. I don't want to take Tenpai this way. Oh, that's better. That's a bit better. I could even go for Sanchoku. Mantsu would not be enough, so I'm probably not going to go for the second place here. I don't know. I have zero idea what to do. I have 3 Han, but it's not guaranteed, and it's not enough. I need Lizumo, Yasume. Well, I'll take the... It's Yasume too, so even with Dichi it would have been Urasan Joken. So I'm fine with Hatsumo. 700, 1300s, and the 3rd place to start this session. At least it's not the last place, so there's that. Minus 17 still. So quite a harsh 3rd place, but it's nowhere near as harsh as a last place. So nothing too bad for now. Gonna join the matchmaking lobby right back. Oh, there is Shimmer. Hello there. It's been a long time since the last time we played a ranked. Okay, facing Celestial level 1, Saint 3, Saint 1. Okay, hoping that this time will be a little better in terms of luck and draws, if possible. Okay, Ryanshanten already, but we have no Dora, no Yaku. So not a great hand. Not a hand I would be happy to call Dichi with, for example. Okay, that's 1 Dora. Okay, this is Ishanten, but I will have to drop the Dora, which I'm not too happy with. But it could turn into Itsu, maybe. Diampin, Dopin, Papin. Pon from Toyman. And Tempai. But it's only Dinomi. It's a Ramen weight I could try. Plus I can see many Dora already. There's one in Toyman's hand, but there is one in the discards. A second one with my discard, and it might prompt my opponents to drop more Dora. So maybe it's a good Ichi. Maybe Ipatsumo Urasan, if we are really lucky. Oh, no Ipatsu and Oikake Reach from Kami-chan. Dopin, safe. Okay. Ah, he got it small. Dizumo, Pinfu Dora. That was a really weird shape. It's a Chipin Machi only. Okay. So it would seem that luck is still not in our favor for now. Gonna have to strive to make it worth. Still not a single Dora or visible Yaku. Pawn from Kamicha, allowing us to draw once more, but it's not useful, so no point in such draws. Another pawn from Kamicha, and okay, this time we did draw a useful tile. Gonna drop this now. The Dora is the same as the previous round, which is the E-pin. It could perhaps become useful, just like the previous round, where I had like 1, 3, 4, 4. This time I have the 2, which makes it easier to connect to the 1. But with this shape, the 2 is the next time I'm going to drop, unless I draw the 3 or the 1 immediately, of course. Now it's even harder. I'm going to go for the Ryankon. It might be just another D Nomi, but with Ryamen weight. Alright, I guess it could improve our ways to get Tempai, plus it could allow us to take a 3-sided weight, were I to get Tempai with the Ryauman here. Kakan from Kamicha, flipping one new Dora, which is the Ryaman, which might allow us to get a wide range of new Dora, maybe. Oh, no way, Shimmer actually raided. Smogiri here. Actually, maybe not. We have 3 pairs. We could go for Chitoi. It's a bit far, but... It's actually a pain to try and write at the same time as playing. I'll try to... Okay, finally. But I still have to go with this, I think. Because my only way to get Pinfu would be to draw the Dianzo here, or the would be to draw the Iso or Paso. It's not going to be easy. Pin once again. Those draws have been quite weird. Okay, Sanzo is safe against Shimocha. Paman. It's a Shompai, but gonna hurt to try. Is there a Toi Toi lurking? Yeah. Not alone, but it's a pawn. Probably towards some pair-based hand. Okay, we have another way to get the Amen weight, which is the Chiso, which is a bit likelier than the Rianzo, from earlier, so we have a slightly better shape, and never mind. Lychee, I think. I'll take the Champon here. Not too happy with that, but it might be easier to roll on the Iso, Paso than the Chiso. Or Uso, for that matter. Okay, Iso is one chance for my opponents. Might work. Chi. Paso, long! Finally, we got to score a hit against someone. It's just D Dora, but it's still D Dora plus 2 Homba, so that's 3200s. We put an end to Kamicha's deal turn, and we enter East 2 finally, at long. Freaking last. Okay, what do we have here? This... such a depressing high pie for our long-awaited deal turn. But we have a Yakuhai Toizu, so maybe, just maybe, we could make it work. Okay. Sanshanten, but it's such a poor hand with not a single diamond weight. A Penchan, 3 Kanchan, well 4 actually. Not a lot of hope in this hand, unfortunately. Wow. I'll go with this. Keeping this Penchan feels too slow once again. It feels easier to complete the single Upin tile, which I did somehow. I still don't want to part with my Sangenpai because those are my only safe looking tiles in my hand. In case someone goes for Dichi, which would be annoying, that's for sure. Okay, gonna drop it. Doesn't bring anything new or useful to this hand. Smogiri once more. Come on. Doesn't feel safe. I mean, the Palman did not feel safe either, but this time I'm not too confident in it for some reason. Ton is not safe either. I'll start with the Chin. Whoa, Shimocha dropped the Dora like it was nothing. Okay. Maybe I can drop the Chiman. Yes. So it seems like everyone is still struggling for their hands. Of course I had to draw both the Chi Pin and Q Pin after having dropped the Pa Pin. That is some very interesting luck. No thanks. Okay, so the Ton is safe. E-Pin looks safe too, but it's could be Jigoku Tanki. Okay, the Haku was just deep in the wall. Okay, I won't get loaned. And Dukoku. Shimocha waiting for Ryanzo, Toimen waiting for Hatsu actually. And Chiman. So the Chiman was dangerous actually, but he could not call loan on that. And he didn't have such a dangerous hand anyway. Shimocha had, I think he had Chitoi Dora-san, Dora-ni. So a rather expensive hand. Now what is going on with those draws for real? It's like I keep getting Shanten like up until the second rows of discards every single game, or Sanchanten. Not even happy with calling pawn right away. I need to wait a little bit. Just try to make the shape a little better before. Alright. Okay, yeah, that's one Dora, but how am I supposed to make use of it? How am I ever supposed to actually use it? I want to keep the non-pair because it's going to be a safe tile for later on. Since I can feel like I'm going to win, I might just keep it for now until someone calls Lychee or calls a Pawn of Dora or something like that. Okay, Toyman got a Tsumo, it's a strong hand. And it is Chun Honitsu Itsu Doraichi, so it's a Mangan. Ah, sorry, it's not Dora, it's Hitsuji ga Ippiki. Sorry. Not Doraichi. So Mangan Tsumo. Lucky for me, I wasn't Oya. Shimocha got the Oya Kabri for us. And I start as E Shanten now. Okay, Lian Shanten, first row E Shanten. We could wait until we get 1, 2, 3 Sanchoku or 2, 3, 4 or something more interesting maybe. But I can see 2 Iso already. It's unclear how I should proceed here. Smogity once more. Pawn from Toyman. Yeah, not a very useful tile. With such an early Doman discard, it kind of feels like he has a complete Manzu shape, perhaps including a few Doras. I'm going to have to be careful. A strong hand might be coming forth. I can't use that. I'm going to drop it now. Okay, Tenpai. At long last. I could call Dichi straight away, actually. I already have a Suchi Trap complete. And Samshuku is impossible anyway. So I think I'll go for it. Ditch. I don't have a single Dora, and it's still unclear how many Dora my opponents have, but they might want to fold or defend using the Unman, considering how many Mansu are out already. Toyman used Tsuji here, so yeah. I just need to win before he does. That's basically a gamble. Still defending. Huh. Long, okay. Figured it would happen. Now I just need one Ura and no. Of course. So Dinomi 1300 1300. Hi. What a garbage hand, but at least Toyman did not win this round. I don't know how many Dora he had. And I'm happy with never knowing. This game, up until now, has been quite weird, to be honest. Lots of weird hands. One good hand from Toyman, and Kamicha did a good hand, I think, too, but lots of weird rounds. And my luck is still, like, dog shit. Of course, but it wouldn't have been very useful either. If anything, I would have preferred to draw an adjacent tile rather than another pair, which I already have plenty of. Okay, Ishanten for Itsu, actually. It might be my only way to make a winning hand here, so I'm going to rely on this. Oh, the stream has only just caught up to Toyman's Mangansumo. Was it really only 5 minutes ago? Oh yes, it was. 5 minutes and 7 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds even. What should I do? The pair will look like a safe tile later on, but the ISO was just Jigoku Tanki or nothing. Should I really be happy with just Itsu Doraichi if I get, like, if I had to call Chi? I guess I won't have much of a choice, unfortunately, but such a slow game. Okay, I have 2 Anko, so I have many ways to get Tenpai now. Yamiten from Toyman, and it's Tayao Doraichi, so 2600s. And he had most of my key tiles here, 3 of them. 3 out of the remaining 6 or something. Yes, 6. So I wasn't screwed, but I was really close to be screwed. Okay, that's an interesting shape. We can start with this. Pawn from Shimocha from the get-go. What the hell? No thanks. pawn from Toyman as well. I figured this would be pawn from Shimocha rather than Toyman, but I guess I was wrong. Could have gone for Honitsu actually. Can still go for it. Ah, this one? Yes, of course. It had to be a Yaku high. Okay, Chitoi maybe. Should I pawn if I get tossed the ton? Or should I not? Oh, EP Tanki after having dropped Lian Pin on first turn and Shimocha having called pawn on it, that would be huge. If I draw the chi pin, that's huge. It's Tsuji plus Minikabe. So twice as likely to come out, I think. Sweep in. Okay, come on. Now, chip in. Ah, none. Come on, chip in. Hatsu. It would be Jigoku Tanki, so I'm not happy with waiting until the end of time for the second Hatsu to show up. Okay. I think I'll have to give up on this. Because my shape is just that good. Count from Shimocha. I won't call Dichi now. I really won't. Give me a Tenpai, whichever is fine. I don't care. It's a bit late to go for Hoitsu, but I'll still try to. It's a chip in only to get Tenpai. And Chi and Tenpai on chip in again. But I've dropped the Pinzu on turn 1, but it wasn't a terminal Pinzu, so it might just work, you know? Like, it could be Chanta. Oh, it's even better. Saburo Cupin. And it could be... of course. Ah, he got a Tsumo on top of that. Are you kidding me? Nothing I do works. Even though I had the 3-sided weight. And actually a good hand too. Ah, this is depressing. Well, it was just Pinzu Modoraichi, so 700, 1300s, which means I only paid 1300s as Oya, but still, this might have been my comeback hand here. Yeah, it's really sad. Ton Anko. More like Ton Unko for real. It's an Otakaze wind, I really don't need that now. But I don't have anything better, so I might go for it. Reach! It's a bad weight, it's a bad hand. But I have one Dora and I don't have any Yaku, so I want to call Dichi here. And I don't feel like waiting until the end of time for my low pin to increase my weights. And I don't feel like I can improve my shape any further anyway. So come on, pipe in. Also, sorry for not noticing earlier, but thank you, Iser Jill Baba, for the follow. Thank you so much. Come on, Papin Sumo might give me Dora. Okay, it passed. Papin Sumo might give me a chance to come back to second at least, or even to first actually. The Itsumo Dora with, well, even without Ura, it's enough to create like some kind of Mangan Sumo condition for first place in the last round, because I would be within 10,000 points away from Kamicha and almost catching up to Toymen. So it's still a good hand in this regard. It's just that, once again, it's just a Kanchan weight with only one Dora, so it's not a great hand. It's just barely good, and alone would actually not be that good here, unless I can target Toymen, of course, which is unlikely to happen anyway. Shimocha has seemingly dealt dangerous tiles, but it's unclear what he's going for. It's unclear what kind of hand he has. It doesn't really matter because I call Lichi, so I don't have to think too much about it anyway. Only one more draw, and this will be Ryukoku. Come on, last of my draws. Nope, didn't work. And I double cordon here, so... Well, at least my opponents folded. Not Shimocha, though, who it had a Tayao All-Star plus 1 Dora. So 12k, 18k with the Tsumo, and I don't get to grab my full fee for this Ryukoku, unfortunately, which I hope to have. Hope to compensate for my failed attempt with at least 3,000 points. I only get 1500s. Minus the Lychee stick, it's plus 500s for this hand, unfortunately. But I have a good, very good hand here, actually. Could be Ishanten for Itsu. There are only 2 remaining Kuman for my Itsu, but it will still be a Sabroman weight at worst. Oh, I love this one. Okay, it's even better. Now I have, wow, my weights are incredible. So any Pinzu would put me to any Manzu would put me to Tenpai. Okay, no Kuman remaining, but I still have a Ishanten for Tanpin Ipe Aka. So it's still a good hand, even though Itsu is impossible here. So I can just draw this or this, and I did, which I will keep them up, to be honest. If it comes from Kamicha, I'm back to first. Close, but not quite. Tsumogiri. What if Tsumo? Plus I believe the Chiso will come out. So the Suso might come out too. I wonder. It could still be in the wall though. In which case, I should call Lichi. Ah, long. Okay, it's from first place, so there is that. Tanpin Aka Zankunoi Pomba becomes 4200s. Okay, I actually have a good chance to get back to first. Could have tried and gone for Tsumo here, but hitting first place is actually great. And now he's below 30k too, which is even better. Okay, now the only problem is figuring out how to reach the required amount of points to get back to first. Chanta Yaku would... They are Shanten actually, so maybe just Chanta Yaku if Menzen 5200s, if open 2000 points. If I could get Sanshoku somehow, like Paman Kuman, or Kuman Paman rather. This one's a bit sad after I dropped the pass earlier, but it wouldn't have been very helpful anyway. Kamicha with two Sangenpai calls. I mean, I can deal to a Mangan. It would not change my third place, sorry. Ah, oh, come on! I don't need you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Boom! You shall not draw. Oh. Please, no Haneman, please. Barely Mangan. Holy shit. Just barely. Yep, another third. Ah, that's tiring. Well, it's not the last place at least, but another third. Well, I was complaining that I did not get that many third places as a throne room player. I got my fair share of third places for now. Now I want to get a win at some point. Okay, 3 Celestials, including 1 level 4 Celestial as my Shimocha. Still not a great high pie. Yeah, this I guess. Gonna keep the Jihai and Sozu for now, if possible. Just in case. Okay, that's a nice draw. There is still 1 pay left, so I will call the last one if it shows up. Nay. We'll keep it, I guess. Okay. Two calls from Toyman. And he dropped 1 Dora. Kamicha dropped 1 Dora as well. May he be Tenpai? But even if he is Tenpai, it might not be for much. So I think I will still try to... Ah, never mind. Okay, Kamicha called Lichi. What could I discard? This? Okay. Paso could be Suji. Ryanzo is safe. Well, Hatsu is well, Jigo could tank you or nothing, so it should be safe. Also, oh, Kyuso is safe then. That's okay. It's a strong hand, and it is Rizumo Dora-san. All-star actually, and my Uman was in reverse. So Rizumo All-star, very nice. I'll skip the first one. I'm too far from Tenpai for now. Okay, nice anko. Nice diamant anko. We have a good shape. It probably won't result into in a strong hand though, but maybe keeping a tile that's near the Dora might be useful. So I'll trade the cheap in for a Diampi that's a little less efficient, but it could allow us to make use of the Dora if I draw it. Although it would not make this hand much stronger, so I'm not too sure. That's the first one. But I actually don't want to call... okay, it passed. I actually don't want to call pawn the E, so I want to call pawn the last ton, if possible. Kamicha called Dichi, which means time to fold. He's not Oya, but he made a strong hand in the previous round, so it might happen again. But I do have many safe tiles that I don't need, so maybe I can still go for the win. Of course, it's okay, it's fine. I don't feel like winning anyway here. I don't have that strong a hand. He got it Tsumo anyway. Diizumo waiting on Chiso on top of that. Diizumo no Mi. Yeah, just like the previous round, the Dora and Ura were buff Iman, and this time it's buff Ipin. That's really curious. Or maybe it was a Diamond. I forgot, but it was the same. That is for sure. Okay, what do we have here? Diamen, Kanchan, Penchan, no Toizu. 6, 7, 8 Sanchoku might be possible, but it's a bit far. Sozu Itsu might be possible, but it's once again a little far. We have a perfectly safe tile now already. Okay, Sanzo Pon might mean that my Itsu hopes are reduced to 0. Then again, what can I do? Yeah, but now the Sanzo is dead, so I'm going to drop the Penchan now. I don't think I will win this round, so I'm going to wait until I can, like, defend. Gonna pile up on safe-looking tiles for now. Well, maybe I can still go for the win, but with a different hand. Cheapin. Even Cheapin is getting destroyed. No thanks. No thanks, I'm not happy with dealing in now. Yeah, it's impossible. All of my Kanchan and Penchan weights have been destroyed. Pair. Should be fine, right? Yes, it is. Okay, but it's not very useful. Well, this is a no chance. So I could go with that. I mean, look at that. There is a full wall of Sanzo, of Loso, of nearly of Cheapin. Lots of middle tiles have been destroyed already. With almost feels like no one is going to be able to win. But at the same time, if you pile up on pairs and sets, it might be possible. Yetoimen called Chi. Should be fine. I mean, there was still one summon left, but oh, okay. Tom was interested. So Chunnomi, 1500s, making Shimocha drop below 20k, giving Kamicha yet another win, and increasing his lead. Okay, an average starting hand. We have one full run, one pair of Yakuhai. We have one Dora that has yet to be paired up or used in any way, and we will have to figure out a way to use it actually.
Oh.
Pawn from Toyman. Summon might be useful in this shape, but it will. I'll drop this one. Like, I want to drop it for the shape, but I don't want to drop it for my points, but at the same time, it's hard to say. I'm going to skip on the first one. Yeah, but of course, it had to show up. But it's alright. Okay, I'll drop this tile now. I'm still not willing to concede the Dora because I don't want to see a pawn from Toyman, for example. Might have to, but I'm going to go about it like this. Can call pawn the passo or Uman. Suman doesn't help. Pawn! Nice. I can do it like this. And wait on the Papin. For 3,900 points hand. Hatsu. So it's not such a good weight, but it's slightly stronger. I don't actually know what to do when you have like a two-sided weight, 2,000 point hand. Would have sumoed here, but that's too bad. Or a 3,900 point hand with only one weight. I'm not too sure what is the right move, what is the bad move. Guess it all depends on situations and such, but it's hard to judge from one game to another. That is something I tend to have trouble with. Okay, perhaps a couple of Ropin might be helpful to see the Papin out, but it's just a supposition. It's not a guarantee. Lupin, Chi, Papin maybe? No, Chiso. So third Ropin has been shown, however, might be useful. Perhaps once the fourth Ropin will be discarded, the Papin will be deemed as safe or slightly safer than other tiles, and it might show up, but maybe not. Doragiri Richi, and yeah, sure enough, it's going to be a strong hand. It's Chun Dora Yon, so that's a Mangan. I had his other winning tile, by the way. I had 3 of his winning tiles. He had 7 in total, with only 4 remaining. Yep. So yeah, glad that I didn't get hit with that. But now we enter East 4 as 3rd place yet again. And my shape is still far from good. I have 3 pairs, that's all that I can look forward to for now. Perhaps Chitoi might be possible. But I want to keep my options open for anything for now. Drawing a Dabuton or a Haku Dora Toitsu would be nice. Okay, that's actually really nice. If I could draw it myself, I can call Pon Pon and Chi and go about my hand however I like. But now, I still need to remain maintained until I can actually call the Haku, which might not happen ever. But I can go for Chitoi in this case. Here's hoping no one else has the same idea as I have. No thanks, no thanks. Ah, Jesus Christ. How could this happen to me? Okay, Chitoi Shanten actually. So there is one tone left, which might be in the wall. So I'm going to drop the Upin now. Keep the diamond just in case I would be able to pile up on the Haku. Ah, pawn from Gami-chan. Now Tenpai, please. Ah, too bad. Too bad. Ah, come on. I just need one more pair. This is the first pair that has backfired on me since the beginning of the round. Okay, that's the second pair, but I would not have drawn it if it weren't for my same Dianzo discard. Since the drawing order changed. Okay, it came back to me. Papin is actually a good weight, but Sozu have become hellishly dangerous against Kamicha. Dichi from Shimocha. I'm still hopeful someone has a Shiro Tanki. Oh, Chiso is safe. Tenpai? Nah, come on. Can I just pawn twice and get Tenpai like this? I mean, it's no chance. Ah, he got Tsumo. Uppaman on top of that. Leads the Motayo Aka. It's bad. And of course, my tile was here. And well, could have gone for Chitoi too, but... Yep, down to last. Tied with Shimocha on top of that. Did not deal in, but I did not manage to make use of my deal turn, which is bad news. Well, Ishanten already, but it's not... It's actually a good shape. I just need to sort my tiles. It's actually a great shape. Come on, Paman. Or Uso would be fine too. It's the Urasuji, it's real bad. But I'm Ishanten for Yanpei, I have to go for it. Yeah, of course I didn't. Ah, Jesus Christ! Ura-san, now you gotta be kidding me. Like, okay, I deserve the Ipatsu, but Ura-san on top of that? Nah, for real. Had the 3-sided weight too. That's too bad. The 7 would have passed, but it would not have changed much, to be honest. And once again, I did not have a single save tile, which makes it even harsher. Yeah, I finally got a good Ishanten at long last, and this is how it ends. Quite frustrating, but we'll have to try and come back. Of course, now Kamicha, having such a thick cushion of points, goes for a very blatant Manzu Honitsu. I still have nothing to look forward to with that hand, like literally nothing at all. Yeah, finally some kind of useful tile, but it's still not great, and there is only one none left anyway. If I open my hand, it's going to be just 1000 points or 1300s with the Fuhane, but it's not very useful. Okay, Ishanten, maybe a mountain hand would work or would be helpful. I don't think so, but I'll have to try something. Wow, he even dropped the Aka Uman. Almost saying like he doesn't need anything like this. That's insulting. Okay, he got a mounted sumo. Sure enough, it's a Honitsu. And sure enough, it's it makes the game move forward, which gives me one less turn to attempt a comeback. Okay, the Enchanten from the get-go, but still no Dora. Ooh, one Dora. Yes. The Enchanten still, and this time it's a decent shape, but it's not going to be very strong. Dabunan maybe? Yeah, but yet again, everyone's going for quick hands. I actually wonder what Dabunan obtained. Just like this. Well, we can't give up on this Diamond shape because it would not allow us to call on the Dabunan, which I intend on doing. Or piling up on, at least. Do it like this, maybe. But Dabunan Doreichi is still not very strong. It's just 3900s. A loan from Shimocha might be helpful, but other than that, I'll still be much too far from Shimocha to avoid last place again. And Kamicha called Beach already. Holy shit. How am I supposed to defend here? I won't defend. That's how I'm going to do it. Shimocha defends instantly. If Kamicha gets a Hanetsumo, I'm going to be done for. Like, I will be at 100 points. And the game will continue. That's the worst part. Long! Okay, Dabunan Doraichi. Not a lot, but I grabbed one DT stick, so plus 4900s, and I'm back up to 11,000, so still 7,100 points away from Shimocha. But I'm Oya, so I have the... Well, I have one thing going on, is my dealer bonus, that's about it. And what is going on in this hand? Not much, once again. I do have Tone, so if I can pile up on the Tone, that could be great. If I can't, I'm screwed. Maybe able to go for Chitoi or Pinfu, I don't know. I have many middle tiles, so maybe. Come on, Tone. It's now or never. Okay, it improves my shape a little bit. Just a little bit. Four pairs. I'll give up on Sozu altogether. No, from Toyman, not from Kamicha. Although he could have had a pair and was hesitating to call. I'm going to have to DT all of my hands to make them fold. So to keep the game on for as long as possible. With that said, I'll keep the Reenchanted for both a normal hand or Chitoi, and reduce a little bit my my tile efficiency a little bit for the normal shape. But I'm not hopeful. Their hands are much too fast for me. Ishanten for normal hand. I'll go for it. Yeah, of course it was Tenpai already. And he had yet another... Yeah, it's much too difficult. Impossible to read. And this time I'll take the last. Managed to barely avoid it the first two games, but this time is going to be a harsh loss of points. Minus 240. Not a great start at all. Then again, not a lot I could have done better. Okay, this time we need at least a few good hands, if possible. We have a pro player on our left. And yet another bleak starting hand. It has potential to go for a strong hand, but it's much too far from now. So we'll qualify it as a bleak hand for now. Don't get me wrong, I love Chanta, Junchan and such hands, but it's just that they're too inefficient in a game mode where you have 3 red 5s. Would be different if it were red 3s of Pinzu, for example. It would be much different. Weird Sozu shape. This is a fairly rare pattern that is like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, it would be waiting on the tile that's above this shape if it existed, of course. Unfortunately, it does not. And I'm not probably going for a normal hand here, for a Jinchan here, so I'm going to drop the Penchan altogether. I'll try and look up the name of this pro player on my left, sorry. I don't actually know how to read this kanji, so I'm going to have to resort to weird curious means, like translating from a picture, for example, from a screen capture. So Fuji Hikaru is not. I don't think it's the first time I've played against him. On top of that, yes, Fuji Hikaru. So I don't know what kind of pro it is, but it is a pro player, that's for sure. And sure enough, he's at the. Oh yeah, I've already played against him because the lake is in is in violet color. And he's at the Real Mahjong Unit League or association. Oh, it's the one where Oi Takaharu is the leader, actually. Okay, didn't know that. Tomen went for Dichi, Kamicha went for Dichi. I have no freaking safe tile against the both of them. Gonna have to go for the Kyuso Anko. I can fight with the hand. Ipatsumo from Toyman. Dichi, Ipatsumo, Tanyao, Dora, and Ura. So that's a mount gun. Okay. I have a double Dora. Yeah, I don't think it's important to keep Jihai in this situation. Bon, however. I'll take the Ishanten. Come, please, Senpai. Okay, it's a Tenpai. I'll drop the double Dora if it means I get Tenpai. Plus, it's a nice Champon Machi on the Dabuton, and it's still very early. Kuman is a rare 2400 point hand with 50 Fu and 1 Han, but Dabuton would bring this hand to 7,700. Sumo would be 9,600. So good hand. And Long Takame! Dabuton Hatsu Chichi. 7,700. Hence the double Dora discard. Okay, maybe we are flipping things around this game. Hopefully. Okay, nearly a full Ipeko. We have a pair of Yakuhai. No, it's not Yakuhai, it's just Jihai. It's Yakuless Jihai, which is a bit troublesome, but it's alright. It's alright. We'll figure something out in due time. It's a bit annoying that every time I switch my I switch windows, the screen blinks. I don't know why it does such a thing. I wonder if there is any way to prevent the computer from doing such a thing. Ankan from Shimocha. Shindora is Haku, which is pretty much dead. I'm also Ishanten for Chitoi, which is pretty nice. Okay. We could be able to build a nice Suji trap with one of those two tiles and lots of middle tile discards from earlier. Just maybe we could be able to set up a nice trap here. So come on, please give me the tempai. It's time. Nah! I missed another pair. I'm gonna skip all pawn because at some point I will be... they will figure me out. Dopin. Yet another Suji trap. Now all of my tiles are going to result in Suji traps one way or another. So please, come on, give me the tempai. Now. Ah, Chiso. Unsafe, but it passes, no problem. I think everyone is still no 10. So I don't think Suji traps will work there, but it doesn't hurt to try. So please, come on. Ah, Uso. Okay. Paman. No, I already have it in my hand. Come on, how can I still be no 10 after all of those tiles should still be in the wall, right? Yet another missed pair. Pawn from Toyman, of course. Come on, please give me the tempai now. Won't work. Ray does not want to give me the tempai. Well, if I'm still no 10 after the last draw, I'm going to drop my pair of Sha, which is 100% safe. And of course, surely enough, I will be no 10, so no further Lianchan this round. And Toyman waiting on Papin, actually, which was my last draw. And he had Toi Toi Hatsu for 5200s in case of Long and the Mangan in case of Tsumo. So quite a strong hand. Probably Ishanten for Suanko on top of that. But sure enough, he struggled to get tempai and ended up not being able to win. I'm still in second place, but Toyman increased his lead by 4,000 points because he was the only one tempai. Which means I'll have to grind to be able to catch up to him. We have a hand that allows for several calls, seemingly. Only one of them would grant me a Yaku, so I'm going to have for this one to show up first. Maybe Shou Sushi might be possible, but I can sell already 2 pay, so it's not likely to happen. I'll skip on the first none because no Yaku. I'll drop the Papin right away because the Dora is pretty much dead already. I can get closer to a Pinzu Hoitsu, however. Might not be possible, but it could happen. So just in case, of course I discarded the wrong diamond weight. Three calls from Shimocha, that's unusual. But he's Oya, so it's probably desperate to keep his deal turn. And long, surely enough. Tanyao Akaichi, 2,900 plus 2 counters makes it 3,800s. 3,500, sorry. Still at third place. Kamicha, our pro player, is in a dire situation now. What rank is he? Level 4 Celestial, okay. Yeah, then again, like I said, Celestials have it easier than Sun players actually, because the rank point system is different and it is much softer, so to say. Like, it doesn't penalize last places as harshly as in as a Saint player. It gives an equivalent reward as a first place than you would get as then you would be penalized as the last place, which makes one first and one last cancel each other, which is great. So it balances the rank point system out. So it's basically very different because of that. Also, the third place is actually penalized slightly. It's as penalizing as second place would be rewarding. So then again, we can see the interaction between like the balance between each of them. I have zero idea what to discard. All of my tiles are dangerous against both of my Kamicha and Shimocha. I'll go with a pair. Okay, it worked. Ay. This is safe. This is safe. Now Kamicha has committed, and if he loses, he's going to give the winning tile to Shimocha most likely, which is going to be difficult because I might fall down to third yet again. What are the safe tiles here? Paso maybe? Supin safe. Hatsu was safe. Kyuman is still safe. Yeah, he's surely waiting for the non-Kamicha-san. Okay, I have the pay for the last turn, so it's fine. No Haite for Shimocha either, and no last draw Tsumo, so that's perfect. And the Kyoku, surely enough, waiting on the Nan and Shimocha waiting on Isuso for Dich Pifu Aka Aka Takame Tanyao, which was a really strong hand, and he drew the last red 5-2, so he almost missed all-star there. Quite a tense round, but I managed to avoid all hits, luckily. Pawn. That's my sit position win, so I'm going to have to call it. If I could make use of the Akauman, that would be great. Ooh, nice. Lianmen. And a pawn on this one too. Maybe I don't need the Akauman after all. Not such a high third place rate here. Doesn't illustrate my my words, but it's much higher than the fourth place at least. I've seen people with 30%, above 30% of third place rates. Not a Dora, so I'm going to drop it. It might be easier to call pawn, but I don't actually know. I'll give up on this tile now. Please be safe. Okay. Alright. I don't really like the prospect of having to call a third time, but I have a good hand here, so I might want to go for it. And plus 4 Homba and 1 Bibo might allow me to catch up to Toyman. At least half of what I'm missing, so maybe it will work. Can get to 10 by though. Tempai, finally, plus it's... I get the Fuhane with that. It's safe. Chi. Waiting on Upapin, 5200s. Will become 6400s with the 4 Homba. So come on, please, Upapin. Dopin. I can drop it, so I'm going to go for Toy Toy. I don't like it, but I have to go for it. It's Haneman now. Paso Dopin. Uso. Now please throw the Suji. It won't happen, of course, but might. Iso. Too bad. Come on, Paso. Ah, you gotta be kidding me, Kamicha-san. Suji Paso might come out. Come on, Paso now. I get back to first. Instantly. Even on Yasume. Come on, Paso is Suji. Lianzo is Suji too, but it... that's the wrong Suji. Nah. Yeah, of course. And he had 2 Dora. He had half of my winning tiles. And the other half was when, well, one passo here and the other one in either Shimocha or Kamicha's hand. Or the wall, maybe. I will never know. Kamicha on the brink of death with 1200 points. I'll skip the first one because I want to try and keep my shape like this. If I can go for pinfu, that's better. I can even drop the haiku pair. I don't really want to keep it, to be honest. Okay, I'll go for pinfu. Might have kept it to try and absorb a second Dora maybe, but I'll try to keep my shape like this. Could have been possible with that. Still a good shape. I still have a perfectly safe tile as my last useless tile, so it's still a good thing. And if I could get Tenpai sooner, it would be great. Waiting on Saburo-pin, yes, Dichi! That's a perfect trap. I dropped one U-pin, one Su-pin, so the Sun-pin will feel safe, but there is only one of it, actually. So I don't actually know if it will work. Toyman, not afraid, called Pon. Might give Kamicha an edge or something. I don't know. Maybe Dama was the right choice. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to win one round, please. Beyond pin, so close, but so far. Oh, loan from Toyman. That's actually huge. One Ura would make it 7,700 and nope. I missed, yes, yet again. But still, 3,900s from first to me. It does give me one small, thin chance to get back to first if I get a huge Tsumo. But if I must get a Tsumo, then it will have to be a big Tsumo because Kamicha will be busted out with the next Tsumo, most likely. Okay, this now. Biancon and still a singular chi, so it has yet to be paired with anyone. Still decent Lianshanten, and I have one Dora. It's Ishanten, but it's one of the worst Ishanten of all time. Kind of makes me wonder why I didn't keep all of my pairs, but still. Ishanten is Ishanten. Okay, that's good, that's alright, that's pretty great. But 3 calls from Shimocha is also a bit scary, plus he has 2 Yakuhai already, Meaning it might be 2,000, but with only 2 Dora, it might become 7,700. So gotta be careful here. At the same time, I can go and try and win. I don't know how to go about that. And I don't want to drop the Dora, so I better draw the cheap in myself, or else I probably won't take the Tenpai. If I draw the Papin myself, I'll toss my Sanzo Toitsu apart. Away, sorry. Having trouble. Q-pin. Okay. Shimocha changed his hand. So either he changed his Tanki weight for something better, or he wasn't Tenpai in the first place. Of course, there is only one cheap-in left now. It is going to be difficult to make use of the Dora, all things considered, and nope, that's not it. Okay. I don't know if I should take the Tenpai. If Kamicha is no 10, then the game will end. If I'm Tenpai and Shimocha is Tenpai, which he is likely to be at the same time, perhaps second place might not be too bad here. Wow, even the Dora passed. That's huge. But it's too late. It's much too late for this. Can't take the Tenpai even. No Haite, please. Yatta. Wow, Kamicha was Tenpai actually. Well, makes sense, but still. Shimocha was Noten. However, that is quite a surprise. Well, that's too bad. What do we have here? Well, it's Debanan, so it might be okay. I may be able to go for a strong hand here, but I need a couple more Jihai pairs. Might work as well. Might work. If I can draw another Dora, it will be enough for a Mangan, and I can score a Mangan Sumo. It will barely leave Kamicha at 100 points, which will be enough to which will be enough to keep the game on while getting very close to Toyman. So this is what we will be trying to go for this round. Bianmen. Yeah, I don't really need Honitsu anymore. Now that I have successfully failed at this task. Bon. Okay, 2 birds with 1 stone. I prevent Kamicha from drawing, and yeah, Toyman killed my ID instantly. But still. Still. I'll drop the Hatsu here because it's a Shompai. Okay, Rianchanten, I'll drop this one because it will allow me to keep the Pinzu shape as 6-9 Yamen to wait on the Dora. If I ever am to draw it, of course. Might never happen, but I don't know. We do not know yet. Okay, this was also possible, but I'm Still going to keep the chi pin for now, just in case. Shimochakal Lichi though. Diamond safe thanks to Kamicha. 2 chi from Toyman, probably Tenpai. Hatsu should be safe. As long as we do not get Sumo from Shimocha, it should be fine. Wow, I'm Tenpai, and I can drop a safe tile. That's huge. It's only, well, it's better than Doraichi actually, so it's still 3900s. Sanzo might be huge. I can even win on Kamicha and leave him alive, which is also huge. But I would be much happier with a loan from Toyman. It might almost be enough to get back to first. It's a one chance. Might work. It works. Okay. Come on, Sanzo. Should I count here? No. I do not want to get my hand above 3900s. Ah. That's the end of the game. Well, I took second place at least. Did not do anything too crazy. So plus 71, I think. I think it's 71. Yes, it is. Finally ending this awful 3-3-4 streak. Finally getting a few points, but it's going to be a long way until we grab everything back. And I can only play 2 more games before I have to go. So we're going to have to make it quick, hopefully. The game starts. We start as Nancha, and we have a mediocre hand. Yep, not a great hand. Okay, it's getting slightly better now. Could be edging closer to Manzu Itsu maybe. Okay, we do have another diamond weight here, which could be good. Which could be convenient if we manage to actually complete this Kanchan weight. Itsu, sorry. I'm getting lost in my thoughts. That's awful. Perhaps I'll have to go after this game. I'll try to play one more, but can't guarantee anything. I'll be in trouble if Tomin calls Lychee here. Gonna drop the also before it becomes too dangerous. No thanks. No thanks. Ah, come on. I needed a pair, so could have been useful, but there was only one none left, which was not bound to happen. Oh, finally Shanten. I think I'll drop this one now. Gonna hope to draw the summon myself to get a nice diamond weight. Might even be able to call Lychee here. Gonna skip the first one. Might call Chi on the second one though. Seeing that my key tiles are getting discarded quite at an increasingly high rate. Only one Q pin left, two low pin left, and I got it myself. Well, I'll keep them here. I do not believe I'll be able to win if I call Lychee. It's not even that strong, it's just 2600s and 52 if I call Lychee. It's not much of a difference in my opinion. Lychee from Shimocha. That's a very, very late Lychee. Can I sumo here? Should I Oikakerichi here? It would be interesting. Oikakerichi. Ah, so close! But if I can get Ipatsumo Haite, it would be huge. Come on! Salmon! That's not a good move, but it could be fun. Ah, so close, and it's dangerous. But it passed. Sabroso and yeah, just Leech Aka. And I had Leech Itsu, so yeah. Okay, quite a fun first round. Now we have 2000 points on the table. And I want to grab them back, plus I'm Oya, so I want to keep my deal turn for now. Dian Shanten, but it's not a great shape. But it's still Dian Shanten, but it doesn't allow to go for an open hand. And E Shanten even, wow, that's huge. Gonna go with that for now. Wouldn't make much of a difference if I dropped the Sunpin or Suso. I could go for a 1-2-3 Sanchoku if I were to draw more Manzu below the Sunman. Like 1 and 2, maybe. Iman, Diaman. Would be nice. But I'll call Lichi if I get a Tenpai immediately. I'll take the Pinfu Ishanten like this. Diankan and Dianmen might be good. Come on. Dora, no problem. Pawn from Kamicha. Now, okay. I'll ignore the Dora then. I need to call Chion the Iman, however. Haku is dangerous. Pawn, so it's fine. I'll call Lichi as soon as I get Tenpai. Okay. Chun should be safe. I'll drop Chiman here. Come on, Isuman Dian Uso. No thanks. And yes! Ditch! Please be safe. Oh, it's a pawn, right? It has to be. Come on. Whoever are you, Kamicha, Shimocha? Okay, it passed. Probably folding. Ah, long! Yes! Dichi, but Pinfu Sanshoku. One ura and it's Oyappane. Ha, too bad. Still. Still an Oyaman. And I grab out of the Ribo and the Honba, and that's a huge hand. And it gives me a very nice lead for now. Fairly nice lead, sorry. Okay, what do we have here this time? We have one Dora that has been discarded already, which means I might have to discard it now before it becomes dangerous. I don't really need more points now that I am in first place, so I'm going to drop it now. Okay. Okay, Dian Shanten for tile. Problem being that I gave up on all of my safe looking tiles. I do have one here, but I don't feel like keeping it still. I'll just take the Sanmenchan. I don't feel like going for Chito anyway. Well, pawn. I'll keep this shape like this. Call pawn the Suso or Paso. Take the Tenpai. This will be good. This will be great. This is another way to take Tenpai. I'll take the Champagne wait because it allows to wait on the outermost tile, which is the paso, which is, in my opinion, likelier to get dropped. Hopefully, unless someone uses it. Luckily, no. It's even likelier now that I can see 2 Chiso, actually. Long. Tanya Nomi, 1500s becomes 2100s. Okay, what do we have here? Not as great as the previous starting hands, but we have 3 pairs and a 1 full run, so maybe. Kamicha calling Dichi. I will bail for now. I do not have anything worth taking many risks here in my hand anyway. Can I just tear their Ipatsu apart with this chi? Yes, I can. Won't give someone the Tsumo. Iman is safe, thankfully. Gives me 1 save tile, 1 additional save tile. Now come on, Kamicha. I would have been happier if Kamicha were to deal into Shimocha's hand, but Shimocha got a Tsumo, which is fair enough. Dizumo, Ipeko, and Ura. What a weird shape. San San Yon 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 Go Go. Really weird shape. But yeah, that's okay. I lose 4,000 points, but it's okay. Managed to grab 2,000 points thanks to my previous Tayonomi, so it kind of compensates for this hand. Okay, what do we have here? Yet another Tayo-ish hand. Lianshanten actually, so it could even turn into Pinfu if I'm really lucky. I will have to draw the right tiles. This isn't the right tile, but it could be helpful. Calling Chi will be pointless here. But this, however, is a really nice draw. So I am going to keep it. And I should not have tossed the only safe tile against Shimocha. Should have tossed the rope instead. I'll Chi here. I really do not need points. I just need to prevent Shimocha from scoring a huge hand now that he is in second place. And oh yeah. Well, I had a viewer on YouTube for like the past 2 hours. Didn't even notice. Well, that's good. Don't know who it was. He didn't interact or nothing, but that's pretty nice. Makes me feel like it wasn't all for nothing, this mirrored stream on both YouTube and Twitch. Although it's surely not very common to see many viewers there, but it does happen sometimes. Okay, that's a strong hand. Mentampi, Patsumo, Dora Dora. So Haneman, sorry. Plus it's Yasume, luckily. Would have been Baiman on Takame. Still a huge hand. I still keep my first place, and Shimocha falls straight down to last because of his Oyakabri. Too bad for him, but I'm just glad I got to keep my first place for now. Still with 4,600 points. So quite a short lead now. Not as strong as it was in the previous round. We had 16,000 points of lead. So nowhere near as great, but we should be able to manage somehow. We have a very weird shape. Lots of lower tiles, but no Sanchoku inside for now. Maybe now it could be possible to go for Sanchoku. But I don't know how still. I do not even know if it's the right thing to do now. Okay, Toyman hesitated with the first nun, visibly, but he decided to go for it this time. Perhaps going for Sozu Honitsu or Toi Toi, or maybe Chanta or Jinchan. No, Jinchan is impossible now. So just Chanta. Okay. We'll have to figure out which it is without dealing in. Okay, at least this is safe. Well, this is going to be safe anyway. Okay, that's a good draw. It turns a Kanchan into a Rianmen. Still Dianchanten with no Sanchoku inside, but Dianchanten for Pinfu at least. Okay, that's an interesting draw. I can go for Taio now, actually. Which means I can open my hand at long last. Yup. I still believe I'll go with that. Let me think. Yes, I'll go with that. Allows me to go for Chi on the Suns or Saburo pin with only one low pin left, however, so it's a bit tight, but still possible. Still very much possible. So please, Okay, I can call pawn the Uso Suso to get another diamond weight with Tayo Dora. That's pretty nice. Not much to complain about here. Now if I could just get to Tenpai, that would be great. Close, but not quite. Ah. And it's a strong hand too. Sanshoku Tondora, that's a mount gun, and he had my Uso. Yeah, GG to him. That was a nice hand, but well, I fall down to second place, at least for now. We're going to have to be careful of Damaten hands in the future. It was already a bit of a trouble in the past. Now I need to be extra careful. And my starting hand is terrible, actually. Wow, Shimocha with a 4th turn Lichi. I'm too far from Tenpai and my hand is much too weak. So I will have to fold here, and I might fall down to 3rd, which is a bit of a shame. But there isn't much I can do for now. Oh, long from Kamicha. Hats Doraichi, 2900s. Very nice. I'm happier with Kamicha winning rather than Shimocha because I would have fallen down to 3rd likely. Unless it was a Baiman sumo or something like that, but in which case being 3rd or 2nd would have been the least of my worries. Still a very close game. Kamicha is only a mere 7,300 points away from me. Shimocha Toime not much lower, less than 10,000 points below me. So it's still everyone's game. It's a bit of a shame that I have to draw this Liang pin now that I have tossed the E pin aside. I will keep it for now just for the sake of tile efficiency. Perhaps I should have thrown the Kyuso in the first place. Nah, it's Mogiri. Okay, Diankan and other stuff. I'm gonna drop the Liang pin now. It's not very useful anyway. I can still get Ishanten with the Sun pin, meaning the Liang pin does not really have much of a purpose in my hand currently. She will help me get Tenpai. Dichi from Shimocha. This could be safe. Other than that, I don't feel like pushing for just Kuitan no Mi. Tenpai but no Yaku. This is safe. Yanzo is a 2 chance, so it's far from safe. And I do have a couple of safe looking tiles anyway, so I mean, I have tons of safe tiles. So for now I won't deal in. Shimocha got a Tsumo, it's a manga no more. I fall down to 3rd, as I expected it would happen anyway. Rizumo Tanyao Sanshoku no Ura no Dora luckily, so it's a bare mangan, but still. He goes up to 29,400. Kamicha falling below 30k by just 100 points. And this is my last zero turn. I am 5,300 points below Kamicha, 4,800 points below Shimocha, and this is now or never, basically. The Enchanten with lots of unused tiles. Could be easy to get all the way up to Ishanten. Yeah, I'm Ishanten, but it's not the Ishanten I was hoping for. However, being Oya, I will still call Dichi, even though it's a Dichi no Mi. I'll still try to go for it. But I could be going for Sanchoku instead, maybe. We'll see. There is only one Kyuso left, however, I don't think this will happen. Gee, that's frustrating. I'll give up on Sanchoku then. Don't feel like it's going to happen anyway. Improving from Penchan to a Kanchan, this Kanchan will be allowed to transform into a Ryanmen if I am to draw a tile that's adjacent to it. So it's slightly better than Penchan in that regard. The only thing a Penchan could turn into would be a pair, which I have already decided against by dropping the pair of QP. So yeah. Tossing the Penchan apart is probably the best idea thing here. Get another pair, but it wouldn't have been very useful. It's just frustrating to draw the same tiles over and over again. That for sure is frustrating. Come on, I need one good draw, please. Would have been Tenpai for Sanshoku in the end. Or not Tenpai, but Ishanten. Did not believe in it, but I did indeed drew the last Kyuso. And I ended up drawing another Q-pin. What the hell? What the hell are those improbable draws? Like, for real? There is no way such draws keep happening like this over and over again. Surely there must be a mistake. Another Chi from Kamicha. Another pointless draw.